Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another beautiful session over here. Oh, what's going on over here? All right, perfect. What do we have? We got the whole gang coming in this morning. We also got GJ bringing in this nasty range this morning too. Man, we've been seeing this range for the since London session. Let's go with some pink colors today. We're gonna go with pink colors here today. Here we go. We're gonna use the pink today, pink purple. All right, perfect. Let's kind of like try to break down what's been happening here overnight. Overnight, we've had zero volume over here. So see, we're basically creating a support at this point on the 30-minute time frame. We're also creating a resistance here on the 30-minute time frame. And if you want to measure this range, oh, someone's saying I'm muted. I don't hear audio. Really? I don't think so. All's good. I think you got to turn up your speakers. Oh, well, if they can't hear me, then they can't hear that either. All right. So, yeah, man, we're just ranging here. We've been ranging for a couple hours here now, probably like 12 hours here we've been ranging. If we break this resistance, there's a very high probability. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, it looks much better, right? Because if you look on the 1 hour time frame, what we can see clearly is that obviously we're in a range over here. If we break this range, first target down at 138,660 and then potentially coming down towards 138,500. So I say if 138,500 would be a pretty good target if we do break below. But if we break above, we're looking at 139,370. So first of all, we got to do is we got to measure this range. This is a 23 pip range over here. So I would say we just got to wait for this range to break to see whether we're going to continue down or are we going to continue going up. Let's take a look at gold over here. Gold is coming down to the area we identified in the Asian session. I mean, if gold is continuing down, it should continue further down to 1858. Looking on the 1 hour time frame here as well, candle is bearish here, coming down to this area support. Could go down there. Let's take a look at your JPY. One thing is pound yen. Sometimes, you can play the range, but playing the range can be pretty tricky. Also, it's not for someone who's used to over trading and over risking because I don't know, it's not going to work well that way. So you have to wait for the range to break. Me, as a disciplined trader, I would wait for the range to break. So that's what I would wait for. A break of the range and then take an easy trade, and that's it. The longest the price ranges, the bigger the move after that. Yes, that's absolutely true. The bigger the range, the bigger the move. So I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Either we're waiting for a Brexit announcement or either we're waiting for something to do with vaccines. No idea, right? But something's going to happen. Let's take a look at GU over here, see what's going on. And then we're going to take a look at your JPY. So looking at GU, first of all, what we got to do is we got to remove all the previous technical analysis here. And let's take a look at, so obviously we're creating a resistance here, and obviously we're creating a support here, but seems like this current 1 hour candle is trying to break down, right? Now, the thing is, it's trying to break down, it hasn't broken down. For it to break down, it needs to break and close. Looking at the 30-minute candle did actually break down. It broke and closed below. Looking at the 15-minute here, yeah, I'd still be wary of these wicks here to the left-hand side. Let's put it right here. Actually, you know what? It has broken down. It has broken down. Pound yen also, it's trying to break down. It's broken down the 30-minute low over here at this point. If looking at the 15-minute, 30-minute, I'm still not convinced because the reason is there's these rejections here to the left hand side. That's why I'm not convinced that this is the breakdown. you'd want to see this candle close below the support because this has been ranging for a long time. And you can see here this candle came down, wick right back up. So you want a candle to close below the support and then continue on. Obviously, GU is moving down here as well. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Want to measure this range down here. It's like 8 pip range, 7 pip range. So it also has like a fake breakout here before, price broke down, came back in the range. So we're not sure whether this is the breakdown or what, but I would want to see this candle close bearish outside of this range to give a confirmation. Where would the stop loss be? A stop loss will be on a trade you enter. I mean, I don't see any trade right now. I mean, price is breaking down. We need this to break and close below. All right, let's take a look at your JPY here at this point. I want to see what the price is on GJ. So this price is at 138,670 and 138,700. So we got to wait at this point here. All right, so let's take a look at your JPY. Euro JPY. The daily candle closed bearish. Previous one. This one is coming up because it closed with no wick at the bottom. Let's take a look on the 4-hour here again. On the 4-hour, we're creating a support. And this support is at 125,950, right? Before the support, we also created a resistance. This resistance is at 126,180. So we got a resistance up over there. Looking on the 1-hour time frame, we also have a support down at 126,060. Right? And now we need to either break above or we need to break below. See, trading is easy. You come on the charts, you identify your most recent support, most recent resistance, and that's it. And then you try to see, okay, where will price go after it breaks those zones? Pretty simple. So just ranging at this point. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Ryan trades Forex. Our own, beautiful. See, now GJ is kind of like retracing. So it's really important for price to break and close below the support. If price can break and close below the support, then you can enter the trade with more certainty, right? But if price doesn't break and close below support and you enter the trade, now you have a lot of doubt in your mind, right? So you have to wait. You're finally getting Uncle Bull on the streams? No, we're not getting Uncle Bull on the streams because I think he is getting me on a podcast. That's not what is happening. I think if there's a confusion, we're going to address it. GU is also retracing now. GJ is also retracing over here. Hey, Raja, do you use whole numbers on the chart to identify TPs and stop loss zones? No, basically no. What you're going to do is when you're taking positions, you're placing stops, above candles. You're placing TPs, at certain zones. So if price does start falling down, you see this rejection here. If you have a candle closing below this area, these rejections, these wicks, they basically become destinations. And then we can continue moving down, so that's what we're waiting for at this point. Here, JPY is also ranging over here. Yeah, it's going to be a very tough situation. On the 30-minute as well, we're ranging. But if we break this area, we have some sort of a rejection at 126,250. And then all the way going up towards, 126,430. It's pretty clean. How much was your best trade ever? My best trade ever was 80 pips. I mean, my best trades, my worst trade, it doesn't really help you, so those questions are irrelevant. My best trade was in Best Buy. Went to Best Buy and bought some monitors. Best Buy. I'm new to the stream, so what's a runner? Do you usually take 2 trades per setup and leave 1 running? A runner is basically, when you put stops at break even and you let the position run. That's That's basically what a runner is. So when you're securing positions, you let the trade run. It runs them into like, 10 pips, 15 pips. You secure positions, and then you let a portion of that position run. It's like you're letting it go where you want it to go. But at the same time, you're securing positions as well. When you draw a zone, how do you determine the height of the drawing? That shape that indicates the zone, how do you determine the height should be? Determining it's not the height, it's the width. So determining the width, that's basically ballpark. It's like ballpark, because basically you're waiting for price to break above this area, right? So this is what I'm going to identify here, because essentially what we want, what you can see clearly here is on the left hand side, is that, let me bring my arrow here, right? So you see this candle, it closed above 138.810, 138.810, close above, broke down, close above, close above, close above, and this candle is still forming, right? If this candle closes below this area, then I know for a fact that there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving down. But we need this candle to first close. We don't know where this candle is going to close. So waiting for this candle to close. How much money you think it's going to be okay to throw 5 lots? You can start 5 lots on $2,000. It's all up to you. But I would say if you really want to throw 5 lots, at least have like 15,000, 20,000 in your account to throw 5 lots. Because 5 lots, man, the drawdown is pretty big over here. Took a sell at the break of the previous 30-minute. You know what? I would say it's a very, very bad. I'm not going to say it's a bad trade, but I think you can wait a little bit over here for price to actually break and close, because we're ranging. We're not sure whether this candle is going to do what this candle did. See this candle? It broke below this area and came right back in. So we don't know whether this candle is breaking to come back in, or is it just breaking to stay out, and then the next one is going to continue down. So that's where the waiting is. Even though sometimes, you can get this trade and it can run, what's now happening is that you're building that habit. You're building the habit of, okay, when price is breaking through a consolidation, it's better to take a sell because it's going to go because it went previously, right? So that's the bad habit you're creating right now. So that's why it's important to just wait. Trust me, as much as I want to identify this to move down, yeah, because look, now in the 4 hour as well, slowly continue down to maybe fill this wick over here, and then finally come down towards. I think if we will continue down, this is the area or targets where we should come up to 138.300. That's where we should come up to. That's like 40 pips away. That's pretty good, 40 pips away. We're also breaking below the 1 hour time frame here. 15-minute candle is about to close at this point, which is beautiful. Because if the 15-minute candle can close in 2 minutes and the next one can break the low, then I think we can have a pretty good move for price to continue down. Your stop is also going to be around 138.860. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good. So I would say if we do continue down 138.300, 138, like 340, those are going to be our targets right here. Like this wicks here to the left hand side. Condition to enter, breakout candle, 4 hour low, sells below 138.10. Yes. What percentage risk do you recommend per trade on an account? I would say 1%. I would say 1% per trade is pretty good. Because, like when you're using 1% per trade, you're basically kind of like testing entries, you're testing out setups, you're testing out your confidence level at that time too, So it helps a lot at that point. 1% per trade. So this should be the potential target here. If price stays below 138.810. All right. How does your rectangle zone tool automatically move to the right? Would you sell enter on this 15-minute close or wait for the 30-minute? See, this 15-minute candle is about to close in 22 seconds. The only issue is there's this rejection here, this minor rejection right over here. So if price can come down and start consolidating for 1 or 2 candles and then break down, I think that's going to be an extremely amazing move there. I mean, that's going to be a perfect impulse entry move. There we go, 15-minute candle close, 15-minute candle close with no wick at the bottom. We have this minor support here to the left-hand side. You know, so I would, yeah, probably going to wait for this 30-minute to close. Why are you taking the trade in the 1 hour time frame? I'm not taking a trade in the 1 hour time frame. Oh, your zones are in the 1 hour time frame. What do you mean? There's some language barrier there with Pro Pablo. Yeah, zone is in 1 hour time frame here. And then obviously, you know, you have another zone right here because look, candles rejected this area. So it's important zone. You know, it's important over here. Alright, let's take a look at this thing over here. This is, ooh, someone sent an image from Slack. Can't see it. See, the reason we're drawing the zone over here, it's not on the 1 hour time frame, it's on the 30-minute here as well. Right? I mean, it's based on the 1 hour, you go to the 30-minute, it's present on the 30-minute, it's present on the 15-minute right over here. So it's not just based on 1 hour, it's based on, like, you need to understand how all time frames move at the same time, you know, like we use all time frames to create a zone, and this is a zone over here. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Can you take a look at the other trade I took during the London session? No, we can only take a look at one trade per person over here. Could you please take a look at this sell gold? Oh, someone had a gold sell. Let's take a look at this gold sell here. Gold sell. So you're trying to sell. There's nothing on this chart. There's nothing. I mean, look at this. This chart still has some labeling on it. This chart is dead smack, nothing on it. So I think we'll have to read your mind over there, but I'm sorry, I'm not a mind reader. So can't. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is your JPY. Entry as soon as the other candle breaks the low of that breakout candle. Looks pretty good. Do you think that is break? Should I wait for better candle? Yeah, I mean, if we break this low here, then there's a very high probability we're going to continue down to fill this wick over here. So that's a pretty good idea at that point. Yeah, it's very good. I support that idea. So we got a GBP CAD chart at this point here. This is a 30-minute time frame on GBP CAD. We got 1 hour support, 1 hour resistencia. If price breaks below, yeah, we can move down if we break below. We got a wick filler right over here. This 30-minute chart looks pretty good. But at the same time, if price comes down, creates support, then I guess you could take some buys as well. Because if this is GBP CAD has bigger ranges, right? So that could play in your favor. Let's take a look at this chart here. 138,670. So you're saying you have support at 138,670, and why mine is at, it's the same level. It's the same level over here. I'm not sure what the confusion is. I mean, I don't know. You see this? This is the same thing as this right here. Yeah, I don't know where the confusion is. Did we do top-down analysis? Yes. Price was ranging. And we're coming down now. This candle is about to close, the 30-minute candle. Now, the one thing is, if the next, I mean, if this 30-minute candle closes bearish, and if the next 30-minute candle breaks this candle's low, man, we're continuing down towards 138,500. 100%. 138,500 is coming up. Looks like the 15-minute candle also created a high over here, broke its low over here. It's about to close in 10 minutes. Let's take a look on the 5-minute candles here. Yeah, we're going to continue down towards 138,500. 138,500 is going to be the target, and then later on 138,300 is going to be the next target. Good morning. I'm having my first profitable month. There are still 20 days left to go. 20 days, a lot of things can change in 20 days. I took this trade since this candle was breaking, other candles couldn't. Saw this move happen a lot of times. So for 10 pips, RR was perfect. Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. You took the risk. You took the risk and you took the reward home. Amazing. It's very nice. If I missed the trade, Raja, you are responsible. Oh. What's your thoughts on unregulated brokers? You need to understand where the broker is unregulated. You know, I mean, most brokers are unregulated in the US. You know. All right. Let's take a look at this chart here on GJ. Waiting for 30-minute candle to close, break and retest, possible wick fill to right here on GU. Yeah, it makes sense. Same thing here with GU as well. Approaching this area down over here. Yeah, I guess this is it. There was no confirmation. I mean, the only confirmation we had now that I can look back is once we break this low right over here. It's going to continue moving down even on the 5-minute. Yeah, we're going to continue down towards 138,500 here. I think the impulse entry was on the 1 hour. Let me say that. On the 1 hour time frame. And when I look back, it was right over here when this 1 hour candle was breaking this 1 hour low at this point. That's all I can see at this point right here. Other than that, all I can say is that the 30-minute candle is coming down to a close, and if it closes and the next one breaks the low, boom, we're continuing down. And it's going to be like a nice, I mean, 10, 11 pip range, but you know, we're still going to continue down at that point. Because we're moving into the high volume time here. This is the pre-New York. If we don't move down in pre-New York, we're going to move down in New York Open. Ooh, I think now looking back in hindsight, this was a great entry here in the 5-minute time frame. You know, candles broke down. We had a small body close. Next one broke the low. And even if we targeted down till 138, 670, 680, that was still pretty good. Oh, happy birthday, Fernando. You're 1 year older now.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, you're welcome. We're welcome. What are you doing today?
Just trading.
Oh, nice. Spending the birthday in a depression state here with trading.
That's not depression state. Making money.
Yeah.
Betting myself.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Congrats. Good morning. Your trading technique is really working for me. Thank you. All my trades so far has been profits. Oh, nice. Send me Uber Eats, man. If you're making profits, I'll give you my PO box and send me some Uber Eats. First thing in the morning. Price already freaked out. The impulse in GJ was on because of pre-NY volume. Yes, I think so too. I think so too. This is a start of the move down over here. This is the start of the move down. And I think if price is going to start to continue down towards 138,500, it should not break above this current 15-minute candle and should continue moving bearish. That's what I think right there, and continue moving bearish to like 138.500. I think that would be the smart thing for GJ to do. All right, this candle's about to close. 30-minute candle's also about to close. In 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Do you think taking impulse entry on 30-minute break from support is risky based on rejection to the left? I think since we're moving in a pre-New York volume time over here, this should continue down to 138.500. But at the same time, now you're trying to think that, okay, if it's going to continue down, what's going to be your condition for the trade if it not works out? If your trade doesn't work out, I think a really good condition could be like, okay, for this candle to continue down, it needs to respect the previous 15-minute high at 138.777, right? Respect this area to continue down towards 138.500. But obviously, this candle is about to close in 4 minutes. So I think it's very important to see how this candle closes, right? Because, yeah, it's really important to see how this candle closes. At this situation, you wait for the break of the low, or do you take entry at the start of the candle? See, that's something we have to wait to see how this candle is going to close. That's just too early to say. But what the idea would be to next candle to respect the high of the previous 15-minute candle and then continue moving down towards 138.500. That's the idea. I'm not going to say where you need to enter. I'm not going to say when you need to enter, but that's the idea right there. Because as long as it stays below this area, it should continue down towards 138.500.
But Raja, is not that stop loss too big?
Well, that's up to you then. Because if you can enter right over here, your stop loss would have been smaller. But if you enter right now, obviously your stop loss is going to be bigger, right? So now see, now it's 14 pips when price was right here. It was like around 12 pips, 11 pips. If you think stop loss is bigger, then obviously you're going to lower down your lot size. Yeah, it's going to continue down to 138.500. I wanted to close right here, pull back, and take sells. Sometimes GJ doesn't do pullbacks. Just continues running like a wild horse. Straight towards 138.500. 500, 510, in that vicinity of that area. Because these are all wick filtered through left hand side. And, when price is moving, it's going to fill that wick. But if someone's missing out on this trade, and you didn't know where to enter or how to manage risk, that's totally okay, because this is going to happen again. And this is your learning time right now. This is your learning process right now. Like, if you're not in this trade and if it does continue down towards 138.500, this is your learning time right now, because this is going to happen again and again and again.
¿Has visto cómo se que estaba viendo el directo de trading?
What?
Hostia.
Say what?
You what, mate?
Man. All I heard was trading. That's it. I think if price goes to 500, range is smaller and you wait for resistance to form and retest the low. Yeah, that's something you can do too. But with the way GJ moves, I'm pretty certain, we're going to tap into 138.500. We got 44 seconds left over here. Will you take holidays? Yes. I will take all it is. Looking at GU, GU is also running smooth over here. Looking at gold, gold is about to break the low at this point, right over here at 1860 for price to continue down. Is it too late to enter? Yes, it's absolutely too late to enter. I started calling entries around, 138, 650, 660, these areas over here. There you go, candle has closed bearish over here. 30 minutes is also closed. 1 hour is also closed. Now another really good scenario is going to be if this 15-minute candle closes bullish and the next one starts breaking the low over here, then we can continue moving further down. But if this candle comes back above, 138, 680, 690, then probably it's going to get a little bit difficult at that point.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, I got in at 650, but
what happened?
I'm still holding.
Oh, now you're at break even.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I saw your story about Raging Bull. Wasn't Jordan Belfort, aka Wolf of Wall Street, involved with Raging Bull? Yes. Yeah, man, those Raging Bull guys, they got hit with a lawsuit. 137 million. Those guys you see ads about on YouTube. Those two guys that come on with their ads, man. Crazy. Last night I heard about it, I'm like, what? 137 million? Wow. And the way it happens is that people gave them money to trade and they had consistent losses on their options trading. Both of those guys, they had consistent losses. And I guess some people got pissed off and then they contacted the SEC and the investigation began and turned out they're in for 137 million.
It's like just when you think 2020 couldn't get any worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, these Ponzi schemes are going to get you. Like people promise all these returns, 7% return a month, 5% return a month. It's not sustainable. Not sustainable at all. I know a lot of people right now who are doing the same thing. They're taking money from people, they're giving returns, and they can't do it. They're losing in trading, and it's a very stressful situation. It's hard to get out of. That's the thing. So I would say when you're gonna go with somebody, just like watch how they trade, watch how they do things, and then take the step into that person. Take a look at your JPY over here. Your JPY. Ooh, that 1 hour candle closed. Yeah, your JPY is messy. The only good thing we have in your JPY is this newfound low over here. I mean, this candle did broke below, but this didn't break the low over here. But if it does, it can continue moving down. Let's measure this range. This is a 8-9 pip range. Yeah, nothing that big. What do you think about OmegaPro.world? They promise 10% a month. From what I know, from my experience, is that anyone who promises a certain percentage a month, it's probably not going to happen. There's no guarantees in trading and investing. There's no guarantee. If someone can guarantee you a percentage returns, it doesn't work like that. Do you think GJ can continue to 138,923? 138,923. Or did you say 137,923? I think you meant 137,923. Because 138,923 is all the way above 138,800. Unless you have a buy from up over there. But I don't know. We're breaking down. How can we join the Golag, Raja? You're already in the Golag. It's basically Gulag. Someone wrote G-O-L-A-G. Golag. Golag. Lag is not good in games, man. We don't like lags.
Hey, Rakeel,
Hey,
if you extend that zone that you have right there at 138,650 to the left on the 30-minute time frame, that's a good zone.
yeah, right here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's wicks right there to the right. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So what do you think? We should get like rejection around here and then
I
continue
think we
down?
might get a retest on that. Some people might get an entry if you didn't get the first one.
Right here and then continue down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just gotta wait for candles to close.
Stefanos has spoken.
Yeah, brother.
Yo.
Yeah, it makes sense because that's why I have the zone drawn. I mean, if we do get some sort of retest, or if you don't get like one candle retest, and if you break this low, then I think that's also a pretty good indication we're going to continue down.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
What is the colorful keyboard on your screen? Oh, that's a. Oh, by the way, we're doing a giveaway over here, and
Oh, yeah?
giveaway. Yeah. We're giving away a free copy of Magic Keys.
Nice.
Let's go here. Let me show you guys. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's Magic Keys right here. We're giving away a free copy of Magic Keys. All you got to do is go to this first post, and then you have to follow. Well, you can't follow, but you have to like comment how Magic Keys has helped you if you've used it, tag 2 friends, and basically like the post. And then you're going to be in the position to win a free copy of Magic Keys. We're going to announce the winner on the 10th December at Asian Open. So good luck. All right, looks like we're getting that rejection here on the 5-minute here on pound yen. We're entering this candle. This candle is about to close in 2.5 minutes. Once we start breaking the low at 138.580, we're in for the race for price to continue down. Now, this is the second half of this 15-minute candle, right? Very important. This is the second half of the 15-minute candle. So if it's going to continue down, it should not break its own high, which means it should not come up towards 138.700 if it's going to continue down towards 138.500. This is very important to understand, right? Second half of the 15-minute candle. So the first half went up. If it's going to continue down, second half should continue down without breaking its own high over here.
Raja, when this candle went up, I took sales. Was that a cowboy entry or good entry?
That was a cowboy entry. Yeah. Yeah, but then at that time, where'd you place a stop loss?
At previous stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I got it right here. Look.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Should continue down to 13500 now.
Yeah, it partials right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. Hitting partials.
Yeah, I don't want to say that I take trades right here because I don't want to get bitched by you.
Yeah, I closed my partials and got around 13 pips like in just 2 or 3 minutes.
That's good, man.
Beautiful. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ, closed 80% as price retraced, 50%. Oh, nice. Wasn't comfortable holding, still pretty good. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. This is pretty neat, pretty clean. First half goes up, second half comes down, break its own low, comes down towards 138.530, almost at 138.500.
Looks nice on the 5-minute.
Yeah. 5-minute broke the low over there, just like it broke over here. I placed my stop on the 5-minute and got stopped out. Yes, that's supposed to happen. You place your stops on the 5 minutes, of course you're going to get stopped out because of the spread, you know. When you look down for 1 second to write notes, then boom, price broke, you sneaky GJ. Yeah, man, like when GJ is moving, you can't look left or right. You know, especially when it's moving in a high volatile time right now. Well, high volume time right now. You know, pre-NY, you got New York Open coming up. Let's see if your JPY is breaking down. No, it's not breaking down at all. It's still in this range over here now. Gold is also in this weird range. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, it's bouncing off of the support. Looking on the 4 hour time frame, yeah, 4 hours in the range over here. We got the support, we got this resistance here. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is pound yen 4 hour chart. Price broke the 4 hour support and came up for the retest, created resistance, anticipated price to go down, retest 4 hour low. Yeah, this looks good. It should continue down. That's what I'm targeting as well for the New York session, for price to continue down towards 138, 300, you know, 350, right down over here, 350, 300. That's the target here for the New York session. So, I mean, if it does happen in New York, beautiful, amazing. Can I send you a chart? I'm on my phone at work. What do you think about NAS 100? Did some crazy things before open. Yeah, you need to send us a chart so we can take a look at that. All right, let's take a look at this Euro AUD chart over here. Took a buy here based on previous resistance right over here. Okay, safe to say there's no resistance to the left. There's one resistance right over here. You're good because we're breaking the high at this point here in the 30-minute time frame. So you have a very good opportunity for price to come up to your yellow line there. And if we notice, this is 289. Oh wow, you're up almost 15, 16 pips over there. It's very good. Very good. What I would want to look at would to see that, okay, how'd you come up with this big stop? Obviously, the big stop is below this candle hit to the left-hand side, but aim to see if this stop could have been smaller based on the 15-minute time frame, like, you know, below like a 15-minute low. But it's a very good trade there. Oh, wow, look at that rejection. Almost came down to 138.500 and then rejected. The start of the new 5-minute candle right over here. Now we need this to break below. Now we need this to break its own low at 138.575 and then continue down to 138.500. Okay, let's take a look at this chart over here. Entered on wick retest, keeping stops above the previous 15-minute candle. Excellent. I was waiting to see if someone would say that, taking an entry at this retest level. Risky entry, aggressive entry, but then having the stop above the 15-minute candle because, like, you know, I mean, if price is heading down, it needs to make lower highs and lower lows. So it was beautiful. How much was this? How much did this run down? Oh, 11 pips over here. Secured 70% at 11 pips. Very nice. Wow, man, look at this. We're running at 10,000 followers here. All organic following here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Didn't buy any followers, nothing. Yeah. All right. I believe scalping can be addictive to some people because they too FOMO and can't control. See, this is the thing. It's not about scalping is addictive. People still lose when they try to swing trade. you know. And I mean, if you can only focus on one trade a day, two trades a day, your trading is going to be amazing. There's going to be no problems with your trading at all. If you just focus on one or two trades a day and that's it, and come back the next day. You know, just one or two opportunities. Whether those opportunities last you like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. It's just one or two opportunities. You know, sometimes I start my day and I hit stop loss in the first 10 minutes. So what do I do after that? Nothing. I call it a day. I come back the next day. You know, and that's how you get profitable over time. What lot size should I use when I have $100 to trade? Probably 1 or 2 cent lots. Alright, let's take a look at this AUD USD over here. AUD USD sells below right here. Makes sense. Perfect, makes sense, because if we get a candle closing below this purple area, not only you have these wicks to fill, but then also you have this clean range here to the left hand side where price can come down to. So that's a very good idea there. And also, you know, for buyers as well. I mean, it's 13 pips up, but you know, sales look proper. What broker are you using now? Thanks. None right now. I'm not using any broker. Well, I'm taking small trades here and there on Trader's Domain, but you know, I'm still going to decide what I'm going to go with when January comes. So I still have a lot of time to kind of like, you know, finalize on that decision. Look at this 5 minute now. See, this is what we were talking about. Price came down in a nice trend. Now it's starting to consolidate. You know, and when it breaks the low at 138.575, it should continue down towards 138.500. Would it be a good entry if it breaks the 15-minute low? I think if we break below 138.575, it should continue down towards 500.
That's a little ghost shit, right? On the
Yeah.
5 minute.
Yeah, this goat should cross this white goat over here. And then we can continue down. Oh, it's starting to break over here. Hasn't broken yet. Once we start breaking, it's on its way towards 138.500. Ooh, look. We broke below the 5-minute candle at that point. Right? And now we've broken the low. Theoretically speaking, it should continue to 138.500 now. Theoretically speaking. Right? I'm still saying theoretically. In theory, it should continue down.
Yeah, but you're giving like 80% hopes.
Oh yeah, it's 138.500.
That's the thing. It's like you got
Yeah.
you got say you got
Bro, can you turn your shit off in the background? Alright, so I'm gonna remove Mac over here in a bit.
It's not me, bro.
Okay, let's take a look at gold over here. Gold is still ranging over here. Gold's respecting that 4-hour support there at that point as well. Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is Euro JPY. Is it a good idea to re-enter when low of this candle breaks? Yes. Yes. Because see, this candle broke and closed below support, you know, and the entry was when this next candle broke this low to continue down, but it didn't break the low, you know, it just reversed. So it made a new low over here. So now you'll need the price to break the low to continue down. And looks like pound yen did this little false breakout on the 5-minute. And now we're stuck here once again. Hey, what's stopping you from trading on Trader's Domain with full capital? Nothing. I mean, I was with Vantage FX for the last year, and now I'm going to decide where I'm going to go.
You know,
Did anybody think about to re-enter the GJ when the next candle closed bullish?
Bullish or bearish?
Bearish, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for candle close to see, is it gonna start ranging or are we gonna still get that volume push? So
Well, the thing about GJ is that it's getting close to 0.500, which is a good psychological level. Could bounce stuff over here and then continue up. So I wouldn't look for
30
stuff right
minutes.
now.
If 30 minutes closes bullish, there are no sells.
No, yeah, definitely.
My runner got stopped out.
Hey, Raja.
Hey, what's going on?
It's fine. How are you doing?
Good, good.
Can I ask you a question about my Magic Keys order?
No, you have to contact Magic Keys. This is a live stream, brother.
I know.
I mean, this is a live stream, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best thing to do is to email Magic Keys.
Okay. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no problem. But it's coming. Don't worry.
Yeah, hopefully.
And all good things come to those who wait, my friend. It is arriving, and it will give you magical powers and everything.
There you go. Yeah, it's with the predicaments.
All right. So basically, there was a rejection here. So I guess there's going to be a long wait now till we start to go down back again. Let's take a look at this chart over here. So listen, if someone's taking 2 losses, 1 losses, don't overtrade. Don't do those mistakes, right? Just chill out, relax. Secured 18 pips over here when price broke the low, break the box here, pass lower. Okay, it's pretty good. It's a nice trade for this low over here. Now we're moving into a tricky position because, you know, this is also rejection here to the left hand side. That's where things get a little tricky. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. Can you have a look at my gold sells and buys? What the hell is this? We took you out of the gulag and still this is a chart we see. I mean, what am I supposed to say to this chart? All I'm going to say to this chart is it looks good. What else? I mean, there's nothing else I can say. I'm confused, man. The only thing I can say is like, looks good. That's it. Right? I mean, at least have some labeling on it, you know, write some annotations over here. Look at these arrows over here. Plan your trades. Right? Like, look at this. Write something, plan your trade, because when we look at this chart, we want information like this information. We don't, I mean, the same chart I can see right here. What if I came to the live streams every morning and I said, all right, guys, so this is the analysis here today. Good luck. Then what? You know? So you gotta put some effort. I mean, you gotta talk about something, because if I break down gold right now, all I can see is that gold is creating a support at around 1861. And if we break the support, there's another kind of like a support rejection area at around 1858. You know, so then I'm going to say, okay, you know what? This is another support zone right over here. So we have some issues with gold as it breaks down, because then you got a smaller range at this point.
But you shouldn't even be looking for sales on gold.
No, not really.
No.
Now when I look on the 1 hour and drop down to the 30-minute time frame, what I can see is there's another like rejections right here. I mean, it's such a dirty range over here. See these steps, dirty range over here. You know, so you got to put some information on the chart. I mean, your labeling is good, it's great. The zones are great, but you got to put some more information here.
Yeah, I think he's maybe saying that sells below that support, Roger. But like, you know, it's more witchcraft analysis. All right, guys, I'm off. Thank you kindly, Roger. Team.
This man takes his pip, he uses us, and then he leaves.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Bro, nah.
Right, take care, stay safe, and stay strong.
I feel some type of way right now.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, let's take a look over here. This was missed the trade because of some pips that not hit the trigger. Oh, you had a buy limit over here. Oh wow. I think, yeah, you missed it by a few pips at that point. My breakout trader took. Yeah, we saw this trade. This is good. We saw this trade right here. Look, have it open. All right, all the way back to the gulag. How do you get out the gulag? What do I need to kill? You need to sacrifice something. You need to sacrifice an account, and then we will accept you in the gulag. All right. Hey Raja, how are you? Can you please do top-down analysis with support resistance? A bit confusing, please. All right, so let's do top-down analysis on GJ, right? So we're gonna remove all analysis here. See, we got a clean, naked chart over here. Looking at the daily time frame, this daily candle left this big wick, so we're not sure whether price is gonna come down or not. But we do know is that this new daily candle is coming bearish. So if it's coming bearish, this means price is basically moving bearish, obviously, right? So now we're going to look at a 4-hour time frame. Looking on the 4-hour, what we see is that there's this resistance up over here. Let me turn this music off. It's pretty distracting. All right. So we basically have this resistance on the 4-hour, but at the same time, there was some sort of an issue at 139 even there as well. So now we got to investigate on the 1-hour time frame here. So looking on the 1-hour, we successfully broke below 138, 820, 138, 800, whatever the price is you want to say, right? We've successfully broke below that area. Now we have a target down at 138, 300. Because if price is moving down, you know, then it should continue down towards this big area, 138, 300. But at the same time, what we're kind of seeing is we're seeing a rejection here, and now we got to investigate why this rejection is happening. So we're going to go down to the 30-minute time frame. So moving to the 30-minute time frame, we see that there's this big wick over here, but at the same time, this new 30-minute candle closed, and the place where it closed, it kind of closed around this previous rejection area over here, which was yesterday around afternoon New York time. So I guess now the stage is set. The stage is set to fill this wick down to 138, 300, and I think this move up is basically, because like if we look at it from a technical perspective, basically we broke below this consolidation and we created a low. What we need to see is to see if price is going to create some sort of a resistance to continue down or not. So it's going to be some sort of that M pattern here, like, you know, price came down, move up, make resistance, and then boom down, retest this low, and boom down to 138, 300. Yes, sir. I think that's going to be a really, really good move here for the New York session. Makes sense. How tall are you? I heard you are like a giant, mate. No, pretty. For someone who's 5'6", 5'4", I'm pretty tall. And someone for as tall as me, Ted is even more tall.
That guy is a tower, man.
Yeah, it's pretty tall. I used to think I'm tall. I'm 6'1". Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. It's not that tall. Most of my friends are tall. Like 6'2", 6'1", 6 feet. Hey, someone in my place collects money from people to trade, but he watches the live streams too. What do you think? Man, I think that's a very risky business. You know, if you're taking money to trade, but if you're giving returns back, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're giving someone's deposits back to somebody as returns, man, then there's a problem there. Then things are not going well and there's a lot of stress. You know, I had this one friend who did that. He took like almost $640,000 from 17 people, 18 people. And it came to the point where water was over the bridge and he was like deep in that debt. You know, he wasn't making money, that he was like losing those funds. He was paying people their kind of like he was paying people, what's the word, man? Their returns, percentage returns every month from a new person's deposit. Makes sense? It's like a unintentional Ponzi scheme.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. So that's how they start, right? Because the intentions were good. That, hey, I'm going to make returns, give them money, it's going to help them out. But once you start not making those returns and you really want to keep the business going, you start giving returns back from other people's investments. You know, and then a point comes where you just keep on taking investments because you gotta keep paying off those returns, right? So I'm like, hey, listen, man, what you gotta do is if you really want to get out of this situation, you have to come clean. You have to tell everyone what's going on, and you know, like everyone's a very reasonable person, and they will work with you. And you know what he did? He told everyone what's happening. He told them, hey, like, you know what? This is what happened. I lost it. I was scared. Couldn't tell you guys, you know, but now this is what happened. And if you're out of money, this is how we're going to pay you back. And I think what he did was he came up with a payment plan. Like, hey guys, I'm going to give you guys X amount every month just to pay you guys off. And, you know, it took him like a year and a half to pay everyone off. So, but if he would have continued doing that, he was looking at a lawsuit down the road, you know, because you got to come clean. At one point or another, you got to come clean. You got to tell everyone what's happening, because that puts a lot of load off of your shoulders. Entered GJSL very late and account now 0. 2 years ago, I collected money for trading. Oh, I lost it all and forced myself to Ponzi scheme. Now everything finished. Yeah, man, like there are a lot of people who go through that. You know, I mean, the intentions are nice, but at the same time, you got to come clean and pay them back. I think that was you. You are too detailed with that story. You know what? Whatever that was, but just know this. You know, it all worked out to be fine. You got to pay everyone back. But it wasn't me. I was a part of it. I had a little percentage in it. So I kind of like guided that person. Raja Banks came and guided that person. Do you believe in collecting your lot size, from example, using different lot sizes, 10 pips, 15 pips? See, the thing is that when you're talking about lot sizes, you have to be comfortable with the lot sizes, right? It's really easy to say, hey, I'm going to drop 15 lots or 10 lots, but if you don't know what the risk is that going to be on like a 10 pip or 15 pips, then, you know, it's going to get pretty difficult at that point. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is a GJ 15-minute chart. If the next 15-minute candle close bearish, will be valid for sells. I think so. I think so, because this 15-minute candle is about to close. Yeah, this 15-minute candle is about to close, and I think so. We're gonna continue down. I think with NY open, we should continue down towards at least 138.350. That's like a nice 20 pip range over there. If the world can see Mayweather versus Logan Paul, the Forex world needs to see Raja Banks versus Amanat in a street fight.
Oh
No,
my God,
man. No. You know what? They came to see me. They all stood in the corner with their phones out. Like this. They all stood in the corner with their phones out. Bro, honestly, whoever that is playing in the background, it's pretty annoying.
Wonder why they didn't post the video.
Yeah. All right, so we're about to break the lows over here on the 30-minute time frame, on the 15-minute as well. First top 138.500 and all the way down to 138.350.
Yeah, I think this time is gonna work.
Yeah, I think so.
Full margin.
Yep. We're coming back down here again.
Yeah.
Look at that. 30 minutes about to break the low over here. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at that break. Dunzo.
Gonzo, brother. Very nice.
Yep. First top 500. Then 400. And then 350. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. GU, in order for a sell scenario to happen, would you wait for 30-minute candle in the mirror? Would you say it's a buy scenario? Because it's not a buy scenario, because we broke the lows. We broke support. We broke consolidation. So it's a continuation to go down. It's not a buying scenario at all. So now you have to identify where you could have entered, where you're looking for entries, where your targets if you break the lows. I mean, where we headed. You know, GU, same thing like GJ. If we break the low here, we're continuing down. You know, just like GJ here. Continuing to 500 here pretty soon. You know, if you think your stop loss would have been too big, again, this is a learning opportunity, because, you know, a lot of times price is not going to form in a way where it's going to give you a really nice, perfect stop. You'll have to improvise. You'll have to change a few things. You'll have to tweak your positions or lot sizes a little bit. You know, maybe you won't get it the first time, but the second time you won't miss it. Or the third time you may just try to execute on it then. What's the best way to control emotions in trading? Just take 1 to 2 trades a day. That's it. I entered at 138.611. Should I have a TP set and where? Well, normally I would say that you entered, but you didn't know where your destination is. I think your pretty good destination is going to be around, you know, like 138, 500. But at the same time, if you entered at 138, 611, and if price comes back to your entry point, I think that's the point where you need to close 50%. But if it closes above the support, then, you know, it's basically closing above that support. But 30-minute broke the low in this. I'd still say this is the first half, but if it stays bearish, we should continue down towards 138, 400. Let's take a look at gold. Gold is still ranging here. GU is also struggling in that support area there. Do you ever look at the daily range in pips? For example, GJ is moving around 100 to 120 pips per day. Do you ever take trades based on this? No. No, I don't. Because we do know that daily range on GJ is around 150 pips, you know, 100 pips. But at the same time, not taking trades on that, taking trades on ranges that you can execute on, right? Because if we get candles closing bearish over here, and then we can see that, okay, there's a big wick here to fill around, you know, 24 pips away, then you can kind of like maybe target that whole area that, okay, if price does finish bearish here, then there's a probability we're going to continue moving down. You know, as you can see over here, we broke the low, we're kind of retracing into this area over here. Now we just gotta, we want these candles to start closing bearish here, and then we can continue down, because this seems like a retest at this point. So we did a retest, this candle closes bearish, next one goes bearish, we're continuing down, you know, but we really need price to close below this area, 138.570. So see, trading is very, very delicate. You know, especially once price starts to range and starts to retrace against you, it's a very delicate situation. Sometimes what people do is they add positions. When you add positions, man, you're adding risk. So you have to be very cognizant of the fact that where you're adding risk at that point.
Like this GJ 30-minute candle is the perfect demonstration of waiting for it to close, because just because it broke the low and you thought it was going to head down, it came right back up. Perfect example of, because I know I used to do that. I used to just enter, and I don't now, because I'm waiting for it to close, and went right back up.
Yeah. Yeah, and also now in the 15-minute, someone's talking about how would you say you would have a good stop loss? Yes, I mean, I'd say a good stop would have been above this 15-minute candle right over here, or even within this zone up over here. Because if this is the first half of the 30-minute candle, and if the first half is closing bearish, right, this means there's a very high probability that the second half of the 30-minute candle is going to continue bearish. What this also means is that if I'm talking about the second half, I'm talking about the next 15-minute candle to even continue bearish. You know, so once this candle closes bearish, it increases the probability for the next candle to continue bearish. And that's going to turn the overall 30-minute candle to continue bearish to our target.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think it should continue down now.
I'm in this house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is more retracement. It's just a retest of the previous 5-minute candle. So trust.
Yeah.
It's gonna play nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice. Good call.
Very nice. This should continue down over here.
Yeah, man.
We're also moving in NY Open here, so the volume in NY Open should really drive price down.
Yeah. I mean, look at the hourly candle, man. Juicy, juicy.
Juicy couture.
1 hour candle's juicy. Once we break below 138, 540. Oh, yeah. It's gone so.
Kerwin,
Yeah, man.
are you smelling tomahawk steak?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Is that Anthony?
Michael, brother.
Michael.
Michael.
I'm his homie from Miami.
Man.
Oh, people in the gulag are also holding GJ cells over here.
Very nice.
So we got the 15-minute candle closing here. And if it closes like this bearish, man, next one is just going to look like this. Boom. Straight down. Now listen, there's a probability it's going to go down. It's not 100%. You know, so if you're taking trades, oh, wow, look at that close. Beautiful close. Look where it closed. It closed below these candles here to the left-hand side. So now there's a high probability for this candle to continue down. And when we talk about stop losses, I don't think this 5-minute candle should break above, I'd say like 138.650. That's deep within that zone. Also, it's kind of like above these previous 5-minute highs over here too. Yes, sir. Let's take a look here. Waiting for the 15-minute candle to close. We'll take an impulse entry if the next 15-minute candle breaks the low with aggressive stop. Very safe idea, this one right here. Extremely safe idea here. That you're going to take a sell once the 15-minute candle breaks below this low over here. Okay. Now we shall see. Will volume in NY push it down, or will price start to range? That's the question. Just by looking at it, if you had a 5-year-old looking at this chart, 5-year-old would say, oh yeah, it's going to go down. I mean, there's a very high probability it should continue down. Look at this.
That's the simplicity of trading, man. You don't have to overthink stuff, because then you're gonna miss the moves.
Yes.
And yeah, you may lose a trade, you know, but most of the times you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it by the.
Yeah, but that's where your risk management comes in, and you start closing, closing, and closing.
That's why you need this baby right here. This baby.
full on advert right there. Oh, nice.
This baby right here. It's really nice. Very nice.
Nice.
All right. Look at that. We're approaching 138.500 first. We still got 12 minutes left for this candle to close. A little bit more. Hey, I've seen you take positions at the break of a low or the high, as well as waiting for a break to enter. What determines your entry if you're going to wait for a break? See, that's based on experience. You know, that's what it is. I mean, if we can look here, oh, 138.500 clapped here on GJ. First target hit on GJ. Next stop is 138.400 here now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We out here. Out here like an LD.
And then suddenly a random Brexit news pops it up. Yeah, that can happen too, man.
Hey, shut up, bro.
Some random,
man.
Brexit news flies in randomly. Boom.
Hey, honey.
3 seconds.
I'm done. My day is done. I'm coming home.
Come on, let me hit the break even at 350, bro. Come on.
That was
You know
my
what?
trade.
I'm closing one.
Push, GJ. Come on.
Ooh, GU is also coming down. All right, what's this? Took one trade and done for the day. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This better be a, what's this? GJ. Price broke below, entry when this candle break the low. Oh, entry when this candle break the low, close half, and then stop loss hit. I think what you need to do at this point is to look to see how could you have given your trade a second chance. That's what you should do at that point. How to give your trade a second chance. You know, that's going to help a lot of people. Like whenever you get stopped out on a trade and it goes in your favor, that happens to a lot of people, like a lot of times. So then you need to look back and say that, okay, how could you have given your trade a second chance? Because if that situation happens again and you get stopped out, you're going to be ready to give your trade a second chance. You know, and you can only give your trade a second chance if you're managing risk on the first loss. You know, if you're not managing risk on the first loss, then you can't give your trade a second chance. Hey, Raja, cells are not working, man. Then close the trade and close the stream and never come back. Come on, man. If they're not working, they're not working. I mean, what can we do?
Ask for a refund.
Yeah, you think I have a midget running here in the treadmill making price move? No, man. Come on, run, run.
My friend.
Run.
Run. Run. The guys aren't happy, man. Man,
You're holding
sometimes.
gold, Mac?
No. I'm waiting
Okay.
for New York
Gotcha.
Open.
Are you holding gold?
What?
Yeah. I'm a break even.
There you go.
We should go to 1867 if gold breaks up.
Yeah, I want to retest that high, that resistance.
Look at this. GU also screaming to come down to fill the wick. GJ also screaming to fill the wick.
Yeah, man. G is gonna be a beautiful drop.
Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Pound weak. Yen strong. We should be going down.
There we go, GJ. Yes.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I mean, if we get a nice squeeze on GJ toward 400, it's gonna be nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close to NY Open, so I closed everything already.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good. You got a profitable trade. That's good. Secured profits.
Yeah, man.
How often does Raja go live?
Once a week. Come on, man.
If you read the description, it says Monday to Friday. You know. All right. Let's see here. I'm holding gold as well. I'm currently in profits from 1861. Oh, nice. From 1861. Okay, so we got 7 minutes left over here for NY Open. Either we're going to push before NY Open, or with the NY Open, we're going to get this quick spike down. That's what's going to happen over here. Let's take a look at, I remember I saw a GP CAD chart previously. Oh, GP CAD was also moving down over here. Man, all these pound pairs, they have almost the same structure. They all have wicks to fill here to the left hand side.
Yeah.
GP CAD, GJ, Euro JPY is in its own world over here. GU.
DJ's like that spaced out cousin.
Yeah, each is the spaced out cousin. You just be like, huh? What are you guys doing?
What are you guys doing? Is the dinner served?
I thought that was only Latino stuff.
We all got this cousin. I am that cousin. I'm playing.
Let's take a look at this over here. I thought we had interest rates for the pound. No, interest rates for the euro. That's what we have on Thursday. Euro interest rates. We'll see what happens. GU is running down here. Damn. GG will also start pushing down closer to NY Open. Could you do a breakdown on gold? Lower time frame is super messy. I was looking to have your input. Yeah, it's super messy. Lower time frame. Super messy. You have a lot of wicks over here. Super difficult to say where gold is going to go in this messy area. But if the candles are closing bullish, if we start getting close above this minor resistance, then we could continue on further up. But the 4 hour is in a range. Kervin's in a buy. He can probably talk about it much better because he sees buys at this point.
Yeah, but it's dangerous for anybody who's looking for buys right now. It's dangerous because you're gonna need. Hold on, give me a second. And there, don't move the chart. Basically, if you're, can you okay, right there. So basically, you're trading around this area, right? Even though I don't use trend lines as a conference or as a confirmation to take any trade. So anything breaking above this area right here, it's gonna be buys if you want to take it. But problem here is gonna be your stop loss. You will need your stop loss somewhere below this area, because this candle right now hasn't closed yet, and the next hour it can drop toward this area to retest the low of this candle right here. So the safe way to trade gold should be stop loss below the current 15-minute candle. If you want to be a cowboy, take impulsive buys once you have this current 30-minute candle closing here, and the next one breaking this one right here, because as soon we break that wick with the next 30-minute candle, your first target should be this area right here, but my entry was way below this area. So because I had this current 30-minute candle closing, so far, anything closing above 1865 is gonna be nice for buys, but your stop loss will be like 20-25 pips below that 1865. Basically 1863 is a good stop loss for gold. But if you want to be a cowboy, wait for this 30-minute candle to close, because the next one should do a retest to the downside on this candle. So basically retesting somewhere here. But when the candle start breaking this one right here, it's gonna be your impulsive buy. You can get a nice buy toward 1867, 1868, and so on.
The 1 hour don't have a wick on,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's this?
And the range that gold is right now is only for experienced traders.
Why you don't look this area? Because I think this is 1 hour support. Yeah, but we're kind of like basing it off the fact that even though that's the minor support at that point, we're anticipating the volume in NY Open to continue driving price down. If you think there's a support over there, then you're gonna sit back and you're gonna see how price reacts to it, not taking a trade. But from what I've seen being in the market is that if price is coming down to that minor zone, and if there's volume coming into the market, there's a very high probability we're gonna break that zone. And remember, I said probability. There's also a probability we may reject it, but there's a high probability we're going to break that zone, because not only 4 hours bearish, daily is bearish, 1 hour bearish, 30-minute bearish. All time frames are bearish at this point. GU is still present over here with a strong bearish candle on a 30-minute. Take a look here. 4 hour coming down, a 1 hour time frame also coming down. So this is the area you're looking at right over here, right? So candles are closing bearish. We're coming into a high volume time, and yeah, it just basically seems like we should continue bearish down. The only reason we shouldn't drop down towards 138, 400, and 450 is that if the next candle goes back above in this range over here. As long as it's still open, man, this is continuing bearish at this point. All the way from 500 to all the way down to, you know, like 350, 450, no, 400, 350. Do you base your entries off of the same criteria on every trade? Yes. Exactly same criterias. Planning to make gold my second pair. I would say stick with one pair at this time and really master that one pair first before diving into gold. You know, even I don't trade gold regularly. All right, we got the candles closing. GU closed bearish, gold closed bullish over here with NY open.
Without top wick.
Yeah.
So that means you can't get a retest to the previous 15-minute candle. And when we start breaking this 15-minute candle, the previous one, it's gonna be a nice move.
Yes. Yes, sir. So now the condition is that price should continue down towards at least 138,400 as long as it stays below 138, you know, 580. So as price is moving, you're constantly putting conditions on which levels it should hold for price to continue on where you want it to go. We look at GU. GU is also starting to come down. You know, should be pretty good. Just going to take some time. I entered a trade at 138,611, took profits at 138,514, took a second entry again at 138,484. Oh, 484. Right down over here at the bottom. And now just waiting for, yeah, I think your plan is to lose your profits. That's what your plan is. Because not only you took a trade right here at the bottom, which is a really bad trade to begin with, you know. So yeah, it's a very bad entry. Excuse me, but I'm not trying to be rude, but that's a garbage entry right there at the very bottom here. I think if you wanted to take an entry here, you should have waited for this candle to break the low and then take an entry. So that's not a good entry. Man, if I win one trade for the day, I call it a day. I don't care how fast price is moving after that. I don't give a two shits where price is going to go. If I take one win, I'm calling it a day because I know there's some poor sucker out there who's going to take a win and he's going to take another trade and he's going to lose those profits and then he's going to take another trade and then he's going to go in a drawdown. There's someone out there who's going to do that, you know. But me, I take one win, I call it a day. I'm like, all right, markets, I won. I'm done. You know, it's like trying to fight Mike Tyson. You punch him once and you just run. Because, man, he's not going to run after you. He can't run that fast. But if he catches you, bro, you're done.
You're going to.
Yeah, that's what the markets are, man. It's like a big Mike Tyson in front of you. You punch it, take profit, go home. You stand around, your account is going to get knocked the fuck out. But again, the probability is for price to continue down. As long as it stays below, you know, this area here, 138,580. That's the probability. But if it comes back up in the range, then it's going to get pretty difficult, right?
Yeah.
How much time it takes for Magic Keys to arrive in India? What would be shipping charges? You need to go to the website. With the new method we have right now running, it's going to take about a week. Yeah, man, a week. We stepped up our shipping game. Is it true in the US you cannot trade gold on Forex? Yes. If you're in the US and you are on a US regulated broker, you cannot trade gold. That's how it is, man. And the reason why how that is because, you know, like people, they don't know how to trade, they lose. And when the securities commission sees that, they're like, all right, so we got to regulate these brokers because obviously people can't trade. So we need new rules to stop people from losing.
Yeah, the SEC, they don't play.
Yeah, so that's why you got these, like you can't trade gold, your commissions are high, your spreads are high, you can't take buys and sells at the same time. That's why you got all these rules in the US. And this is why people go towards brokers that are regulated outside of the US, which they call offshore or unregulated brokers. The only reason they're called unregulated is because they're not regulated in the US. So, so then it's up to you. So I'm going to find a broker because listen, man, I withdrew a lot of money from Vantage and I want to put that back and I'm going to choose someone I'm going to go with in January. Oh, wow. Look at that now. We're moving down. Here we go. 138,400 is on its way.
Yep.
138,400 is coming right up. We're at 138,449, 450. It should continue down with volume now. Oh, someone's magic keys just came through the door. Oh, congrats. Ooh, Giu almost came down to fill that wick as well. Gigi is also now going to play around here a little bit. Now, see now, if you went in a little bit of profits and you're seeing some sort of a retracement here and prices coming to your entry points, you're basically closing 50% at that point. You're closing 50%. This is my one rule. My one rule when price goes to my if price goes in profits, my one rule is if price is going to go in profits for about 6 pips, 7 pips, and if it comes back to my entry point, I'm closing 50% at that point, no matter what. I'm closing 50%. I'm not moving my stops. I'm not bringing my stops to break even. I'm leaving my stops wherever they are, but I'm closing 50% because what you want to do is you don't want to go in a loss, after you went in a win. So if you will go in a loss, go in a smaller loss, not the full loss, so that's my one rule over here. Someone just mentioned Justin Banks. Mentioned horrible week so far. Looks like Justin Banks' bank got broken into. Yeah, it shouldn't be a horrible week. It should be a character building week, right? It should only be a horrible week if you've over traded or over risked or taken dumbass trades. It should be a horrible week, right? But if you've only taken what's the day here today? It's Tuesday. How can it be a horrible week if it's only the second day of the week? It can't be a horrible week, man. It's only Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, you shouldn't be up more than three trades. Your max trades should be 3 trades if it's Tuesday here. But if it's more than 3 trades, man, you're damn right you're having a bad week. So it's Tuesday, man. Just count it. If it's Monday, shouldn't be more than 2 trades. If it's Tuesday, shouldn't be more than 3 trades. If it's Wednesday, just start pacing yourself. Wednesday, no more than 5 trades. Thursday, no more than 6 trades. Start pacing yourself like that. If you're taking 6 trades by Tuesday, man, wow.
That means as soon as market open on Sunday, to like 10 trades.
Yeah, market open Sunday. Let's go. Let's kill the markets. No, man, no. Sunday, you relax, you chill out. Yeah, full margin Sunday nights. I lost my first trade on the day and got to break even on the second. Close or hold. See, if you're at break even right now, just hold it. Because it's a free trade. Because here's the thing, right? When you're at break even, the worst that's going to happen is that you're going to be at break even. That's the worst that's going to happen. But the best case scenario is you're going to go in profits and price is going to go to your target. How many years you are trading? Almost like 4 years, 4.5 years. What are your entry criteria with trading? Isn't there a lot of discretion in having completely hard, fast rules? There's room. Yeah, there's small wiggle rooms. I mean, I have a lot of webinars on YouTube. Oh, yeah. So I have a lot of webinars here on YouTube, like on my channel. You can go watch those videos. If you toggle the way you watch the videos to oldest to newest, you're gonna see that there are some webinars on technical analysis. We've done some simulations and stuff. There's no installation manual, just a card and a sticker. Well, Dankton, if you read the card has a website on it. And if you go to that website, it has a installation package on it. And if you download the installation package, then that package has a README file in it. And if you read that README file, that's your installation manual. So, I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Everything is in there.
Do it, man.
I just come on. No, Dankton just got the package in the door. You know, so he's kind of excited. Oh shit! Yeah. What's your average percentage gain per month based on your journal statistics? I'd say like 20%, 25%, something like that. Now someone's gonna say, "Oh, why isn't he a millionaire?" Bro, like, come on, Mac. You're too extra sometimes. You gotta relax.
Oh,
this guy goes.
I can't drink up in the morning.
Man.
With all these jokes.
All right, we're reaching 138,400 here finally. So much waiting for this shit to move. Is this UJ?
It's behaving like UJ.
Yeah. GU is moving here slowly now. Very nice, very nice. Let's take a look at this chart. Entered when the 15-minute candle broke the previous low. Do not consider this previous support. Again, we mentioned that with volume in this session, you're anticipating that support to break with volume, you know, but there's a probability it's going to break or not. If you don't respect this region, close 50%. It's pretty good, pretty good. I think you have a very safe stop up over here. Another safe, aggressive stop could have been above this 15-minute candle right over here too. I guess we mentioned that as well for price to continue down. Would moving stops to above the wick of the current 1 hour candle is a good idea? Yeah, it's a great idea. Even if you can move it above this 15-minute candle at 138,550, excellent idea there. Because this candle is about to close, and as this candle is coming down to a close, you're expecting the next one to basically continue down towards 138,400. About like 4 pips away, 3 pips away. All right, 138, 433, 432. 434, a little bit more, and we come down to 138,400. Did GU fill the range? Almost there. GG is also almost there. I guess this is where you should be maybe securing positions over here and leaving runners run. How much was this move here from up over here? This was like a 12 pip move here. Down here almost 15, 16. 350 is 20 pips. All right, slowly we're coming into the 400, 138, 420s. Oh, 426, 425. Can we get to 420, 415, 415? Can we get 410? 410. Can we get 410?
It's coming.
410, 410. 410 once. 410. Oh, 49. Can we get 400?
39.
Can we get 39 or 400? Boris, where are you, Boris? It's called Boris here. And hilarious. Ooh, GU filled the wick over here. Will GJ leave us hanging dry, or will it continue down to 400? Can we get 400 on GJ?
It will.
Yeah. But still, this is beautiful, man. Whoever's in this trade and you're securing profits, even if you took a loss but you re-entered and you're securing profits, beautiful. Give yourself a round of applause because you got this in and now it's on its way towards 138,400. This candle's about to close. And if the next one breaks the low, it's done. Donezo. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is... You know what? Send this to me in Slack. I'm going to look at this later. There's too much action going on right now. We'll take a look at this. Looks like your trading strategy is quite simple. Yeah, it is. I've heard a lot of traders are using a lot of trend lines. Yeah, man, like this is what happens. Traders, they complicate stuff because when I first started, I used to think this is some rocket science. But when I really started understanding it, man, I'm like, man, like price is only going to move up or down. That's it. Up or down. Sometimes it's going to consolidate. This morning it consolidated and we identified when it's breaking down. It started breaking down. We started talking about ideas where it can go to. We reached first target at 500, second target at 450. Second, we're about to reach 138,400. So this 15-minute candle needs to continue down to break the low, and then we can get 138,400. And people in the stream, if you're enjoying the stream so far, give a like on the stream. Give a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that.
Whoa.
Is that Brexit?
Oh my God!
Someone mentioned it here in the chat too. UK minister pretending to cry on TV as he talked about the vacations on coronavirus. Oh wow!
Thank God! Oh my God! Thank God I just closed. Oh my God!
Yeah, that's probably some Brexit news over here. Jesus, was it the vaccine? No vaccine.
Oh my God! I just clicked my close button.
Consolidative moments as markets await for fresh developments. Yeah, no shit. Wow.
And we even said, I mean, you said it, Rakeel.
Yeah, secure. Secure positions. Wow.
Bro.
Crazy, man. This is why you secure positions. Look at this shit. Damn. Imagine someone had a mental stop loss. Your brain probably turned off when it saw this blink.
And man's clicking off the YouTube stream right now.
You know, this one time I had a mental stop loss, right? And price moved so quick against me, my brain shut down, and I couldn't even execute. Man, nuts. Crazy.
Man, I just clicked the close.
Yeah, wow. GU also reversed after filling this wick over here.
Man, oh man.
What was this? Oh, Brexit. Brexit. Government to announce agreement in principle. I knew this can't be this simple. You know? Some bullshit had to happen. Yeah, that was Brexit. That was Brexit. Crazy.
Missed my entry on gold as well.
Yeah. That's to the hourly candles. Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, that was quick.
Wow.
That was way too quick. Sheesh. That's what I was waiting for.
Ooh, well, to be fair, yeah, see, it was pretty nasty, man. Wow. But what was this news? To announce government agreement in principle on all issues in the EU UK withdrawal agreement. Government says delighted to announce agreement. Oh, so this is concrete. This is something concrete. This. See, if this is something concrete, it should continue moving bullish. If this is concrete, right? What's this? The 30-minute candle is about to close. If this 30-minute candle can close above 138,820, and that's concrete news over here, like nothing, like, you know, like wishy-washy over here, then it should continue moving bullish and break above 139.
Because it's news, though, it will most probably pull all the way back and then continue bullish.
Yeah, normally what happens is with Brexit news, they say that someone's thinking about doing this or someone's talking about that, and those moves get corrected. This is, government says it's delighted to announce agreement in principle. So they've agreed on something that's going to affect the pound on a fundamental level.
It should strengthen it because then there's a security in Brexit.
Exactly. Yeah. So if this 30 minute is about to close, if it closes above this area, man, we're breaking above 139. But this doesn't mean people start taking trades.
I know some people that went in buys right away as they saw that spike.
Yeah, with all that uncertainty, looks like gold. The only thing that scares me of gold is all this rejections here.
If you flick to the 1 hour rakeel, like this, see how I've shown you how I take the entries, but it's right to the open of the previous 1 hour. But because the 4 hours closing, that's the only reason I didn't take it.
Oh, see, okay.
If you go on your 1 hour chart, like.
Yeah, 4 hours also closing.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like about it, because the 1 hour, that's the only reason I haven't took it, because the 4 hours closing.
Yeah.
But right to the open of the previous.
Yeah, this GJ makes sense to break above 139. Because that's some concrete news over there. It's going to change it fundamentally. Fundamental change.
There's USD news as well. If you're still in it, Kerwin.
I got stopped out at 10 pip in profits, and I got another entry, an impulsive entry. Right now, the entry was 1863.82, basically 1864.
Oh, so you're just right there, 30 pips up?
Yeah, because I saw this 1 hour candle doing the retest to the previous one, but failed to break below, and as soon basically the 5 minutes started racing all the way back up, I took an impulsive entry.
I took 25 pips, but I'm out. Like, news is in 10 minutes, so.
Yeah, right now I'm 25 pips in profit. Stop loss is 7 pips in profits to cover the spread and basically break even. But I still believe that we're gonna top that top range on gold. We can top that resistance 1869, 1871. I can get a nice squeeze toward that area.
Yeah, I'm waiting for closes below 1856. Like, cause I'm looking at the daily time frame now, because the 4 hours not doing nothing but noise. So, like, nothing on the 1 hour, nothing on the 4. So I've gone up to the daily now.
Yeah, basically what I want to see is a 4 hour candle closing around 1869, to be honest. So there's still like 30 pips up there, and it's moving, after this liquidity.
Yeah, and GJ's pumping still.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Raja said, when GG start closing above 139, it's gonna be a nice move to the upside.
Yeah, should continue to 139.36 over here, 36.
Mm-hmm.
See, if this clean situation was on gold, it would be really nice to continue going bullish.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, but the thing is that we'll get like super big spreads, like 4 or 5 pips.
So I move my stop loss to break even on GJ, but for some reason I lost money on that trade. Yes, because it was Brexit news, and your stop loss probably got slipped. That's what happened. That's what happened. Your stop loss probably got slipped.
These were like serious news for GBP.
So basically they have a deal now? No, they don't have a deal. I'm not sure what this means, but this is a solid like they've agreed on something which is going to affect it fundamentally, which is why I stated that we should continue moving bullish now. But they don't have a deal. Wow, look at that thing go, man. Look at that 5 minute.
Yeah, it's gonzo.
It's
Yeah,
gone.
it's going back and forth, 10 pips.
Yeah.
Up and down.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm gonna secure 50% on gold. Brand news.
Yeah, it's stalling right now. So.
Can you tell me how can stop loss get slipped? Yes, when there's fast moving breaking news, your stops get slipped, and that's very normal. You know, that happens all the time.
Wow, GJ.
Yeah, man. Going straight up. 139, 360 here. Holy, 6 pips away. Crazy. We all.
Go ahead.
You go ahead, please.
Based on momentum, that resistance right there, the 400 level is not gonna make any difference for GG. It's gonna just continue pumping because at this time, the 4-hour candle did a nice fuckery down there.
Yeah, big rejection, broke above this area here as well. Continuing straight up, and if it continues this momentum bullish, then we could continue back up to 139, 750, 760. We could start having discussions around that area then.
And I wonder what people that swing GJ, like, how do you swing it?
I think they do it based on the weekly candles. You know, if you get a nice entry based on weekly, you can be a good swing trader for GJ. The problem is that you're gonna have like a 1 day move, another day it's gonna be like a range, and the next day, third day is gonna be a correction to the previous move, and you know, and maybe if you get lucky in 1 week, you may get
right
200.
Like it's gotta be like 1 week out of like 3 months.
Yeah, 200 pips, yes. But it's, you know, it's too much.
It's really hard to swing.
Man, oh wow, look at that. Tapped that high over there, 139, 360. You know, when I called Boris, I don't think Boris understood what I was saying. I was telling him to bring it down. You pressed the wrong button over there.
He understands.
Crazy. So we were right about this Brexit idea here too, that okay, solid news should change it fundamentally, and boom, tapped into that area there. See this? Now, there's someone in the gulag saying that, oh, how'd you know we're going to tap into there? Because I've seen it happen in the past. You know, so I've seen this happen 10, 15 times before. So based on that thing happening and experience, this was the idea. I mean, if you're going to break up, you're going to continue up to, you know, that same area over there. Wow, look at gold. Somersaults. Just as Kerwin secured 50%.
Yeah.
Somersaults.
That's why.
News is about to enter the market here as well. Oh, these are some small news over here. Labor efficiency when producing goods. Yeah, that's some small news. Even Bitcoin is pumping. Yes. I won 4,000 and I was just mad I missed a sell. I will catch buy and man, I got it. Oh, nice. So how long will this move up? Well, it moved up right now. So now what you got to do is you have to wait for some sort of a support to form or consolidation for price to continue moving bullish. Because look, if this is how long price was ranging, right? Price was ranging for about 12 hours over here. We broke below the support, we came down, we did sort of a retest and we had to continue down. But what happened technically now? Price went back in the range and broke to the opposite side. So what this is down here, this is like a fake out down over here. And a fake out means that if price couldn't maintain its move bearish after a long consolidation, there's a very high probability it's going to sustain its move bullish. So that's why I think after this fake out, we should continue moving bullish. You know, and we had this high volatile news, and whenever you have a high volatile news, it's always a good idea to just sit back and let it play out. See, now the candle has closed at that point. So whenever high volatile news ends, just gotta try to see if you can get it going back up or not. So that's what I want to watch. That is there a way to get it back up to fill this wick or not? So 19.
Wicks get filled.
Yeah, but I want to see if we can get like a good entry based on the 5-minute even. 5% this week. Not going to trade Friday. Last couple of weeks lost most of my profits on Friday. Excellent choice. See, Dankton got the magic keys and all of a sudden discipline came in. Magic keys come with invisible discipline. Yeah. Nice, man. It's pretty good. Raja, I'm not taking buys, but if someone was, what would you wait for some type of a structure? What would I wait for some type of structure for buys on GJ? Probably I'd look at the 5-minute. And I would see if a candle is going to close bearish here or there's going to be a candle closing bullish. And if you can break the high to continue up or not. That's what I would want to see. You know, because this high is here too high, but somewhere over here or even over here, and if you can break that high to continue up, that's something I would want to see for a price to continue bullish. Do you recommend any EAs? No, I don't recommend any EAs because there are no EAs that I have seen that make consistent profits for people. None. The landing zone for the Brexit deal is there. Oh wow, gold is coming up to fill this wick over here. Was the news that bad? Oh no, news was good. GJ might correct this impulsive move. Okay. And what's the analysis behind that? I don't... No, we already explained it. How many confluences do you look for before entering a trade? There are a lot of confluences, right? Like right now, if we think price is going to continue moving bullish, we need some sort of a candle to close here first. Right, because if you can get a candle close, even on the 5-minute here, I would say, because on the 5-minute, it's aggressive, it's risky because they're low confirmation time frames, but there's a lot of volume in the pound right now, you know, a lot of volume in the pound right now. So if this 5-minute candle closes, and after we're creating this rejection area here, and the next one breaks the high, I think there's some sort of volume here for price to continue up towards, you know, 139.350. What tool would you recommend to use to manage more accounts at the same time? Like when I make a trade on an account, the same trade goes on to the other account. Oh, okay. That's something I used to do 3 years ago and then I stopped. So I think I used Blue FX. Is that what it's called? FX Blue, something like that. That's what we used to use. FX
Yeah.
Blue.
Blue FX.
Blue FX to copy trades.
Yeah, yeah, the copy trader. Yeah.
Yeah, managing 2 accounts is not easy. So
Yeah, it's called FX Blue. Yeah, it wasn't easy, man. It wasn't easy at all. So then, oh wow, gold is filling this wick.
yeah, gold is a complete messery fuckery right now.
Looks like it. If it's breaking above these highs over here, it should continue on. If you kind of like extend the chart. Yeah.
I like the way gold is holding support 1860.
All right, this 5-minute here is about to close. You know what I see? Even though I'm not trading, I really want to see the structure on the 5-minute. See now, we made a high, we're coming down. I think if we break above 139.200, there's enough volume to break above this minor little resistance to continue up.
If you have a candle closing like this.
Yes.
At that point, you created some sort of support here. So
Yes.
next candles should make sense to continue going this way.
Yeah.
You need a candle closing bullish from the previous one.
Or like a retracement down, create support, and then continue moving bullish. Ooh, gold is on its way over here.
Well, there you go.
Oh, pumping.
1870.
See, what I've learned is about messy areas to the left-hand side. I've learned that at times price is going to reject it, but if price is going to continue going through those areas, it's going to be in one swift candle. Just one clean candle moving right through those areas.
With gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at this point, we top 1860, 1869, almost 1870. So
Should definitely hit the zone here.
yeah, I would recommend anybody who's in gold buys secure some profits and let the rest run. And leave it some room so it can move. It's gonna move.
Why don't you try FTMO for December as you are not trading? Well, doing FTMO is still trading, right?
My God, I had to. My bad.
Doing FTMO is still trading. I mean, it's...
Uh-oh. Gold is getting some fuel.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to tap up to these highs over here at 1870.
If we break 1872, or what's the next target? You got 1886. That's what I have.
Yeah, for me, next area should be 1877.
1877. Oh, that's random. Okay, let's look it up.
77.
Oh, yeah. Found it.
It's not random, man. It's right there.
I'm playing with Kermit.
You even had a good night's sleep, man. Look, you just made your bed.
I always make my bed.
Since the half of the bed is on camera, so he fixed only the half of it.
Yeah, the other half is stuck.
You see?
Yeah, 1878, 77. And then
all right, looking at this situation here on pound yen, looking at where would you have taken a trade and called it a day? The sells down over here. We were talking about the sells. Mac is the only person to get fully swagged for the 6:30 live stream. That's actually, he's in the mafia tracksuit, Russian tracksuit over here.
Nah, it's a polo cardigan. Oh no, it's not a cardigan. It's a sweater. Man, it's freaking cold in here, bro. You saw that accident? Yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that.
I feel bad for the lady, even though I shouldn't. She almost hit my car. She got all dazed and confused, like Brexit news just hit her. So this is what we're waiting for on GJ, right? Just the bounce here and then bang bang. No.
What's this? Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
Bro, I can't believe I closed 5 seconds before Brexit news.
Oh wow.
No.
Somebody saying GJ down. I don't think GJ down because if you look, we broke above a consolidation over here, basically. I mean, again, first we broke down, now we broke above. So basically, just waiting for price to come down to see how we're going to react. Like every time price moves, it doesn't mean you should be in a trade, or it doesn't mean, oh, it's up, oh, it's down. No. It doesn't mean like that. When price is moving, you're identifying where your levels are, and you're waiting to see how price is going to react to that area. Because if price is moving down, doesn't mean you should be in a sell. It's moving down to this previous broken resistance. So now you have to wait to see how are we going to react to this? Are we going to create some bullish candle down over here? Is there going to be some sort of a rejection? If price comes back in this range, then we're ranging. Then there's no trade. But if we start rejecting around 139, then there's a probability for price to continue up. But so far, just waiting around. Like trading is all about waiting around. I think this is why. No, I don't want to say that. I think you should make use of YouTube chat, pin feature stuff so people can read right before they ask how to send a chart. Oh, I can do that?
Hey, yeah, you pin a message.
I didn't know I can do that. Oh, nice.
Now they're going to ask you twice as much.
My bad. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, I was just joking. Go ahead, son.
No, I was thinking this. Next year, my thing is I have a dream, right? So I want to see this YouTube streaming going to 10,000 viewers per day. So I would need Mac to focus on one pair that you really like, back test it, master it, and then next year I want to see you giving us this kind of signals, saying, oh, I think this is gonna happen, and basically what Rakeel does. I'm gonna try to master gold. So we have GJ gold.
Oh,
so you choose anyone.
So we could all have different streams, Kerwin streams.
No. We're all gonna be together.
That makes
but Raja is gonna be on GJ. I'll be trying mastering gold, and I want you to choose a pair.
Oh, so you're gonna leave me with a shitty pair, EJ?
No, it can be US 30.
No, I'm good.
The Avengers unite.
Uncle Ted for US 30. That's right.
Yeah.
How do we master it? By trading and losing?
Yeah. You will learn.
But trading and losing?
No, another $10,000 to go.
I think by trading and learning, because when you're losing, again, I'm going to mention it again. That's your opportunity to learn why you're losing from that.
All right, I'll take the dollar against the Mexican peso.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know how much is the spread on that thing?
I don't care. It's 15 right now. 15 pesos for $1.
Oh, wow, look at that. We're coming back at this range over here. Britain begins vaccination. Oh yeah, from Tuesday, Wales, they basically rolled out the vaccinations. From today, in Wales, they rolled out the vaccinations. The first responders, like your doctors and nurses, they're going to be the first ones to get it, and the elderly. No, the elderly are going to be the first ones to get it, and then you have the nurses and doctors.
Pfizer is saying that they're at least for the U.S. they're not going to have enough vaccines until July.
See, in Canada, they said that they will call you and they will let you know when's your appointment to come and get the vaccine. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen when people don't show up.
They will call you. I
But-
don't even answer my phone.
But also what they mentioned that in Canada, they'll be deploying the army to administer the distribution of these vaccines. And they said that with the sheer volume by which the army is going to get involved, the last time this type of thing was done with the army was back in World War II. Yeah, so man, this is going to get pretty interesting here for the next.
You and me is going to be probably the last one to get vaccinated. The old one's going to get vaccinated. You know, it's like all the others going to be vaccinated before we get vaccinated.
You know what? They said that Bush, Obama, and Bill Clinton, they're gonna get vaccinated on camera. But I don't know how it's not gonna work. It's gonna be like three of them at the same time getting vaccinated.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean,
they're all going to use the same needle. Watch.
Bush is gonna be pinching Obama. Obama's gonna be pinching Clinton.
Monica Lewinsky is going to be the. No, I'm just playing.
You see Nancy Pelosi just coming in. What the heck are you?
So you're planning on getting vaccinated, Raja? You don't
No.
care, you don't care for the side effects?
No idea. We'll see what happens.
I think we're just going to get no choice.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say no to it because what's going to happen is like it's not going to be mandatory, but if you don't get it, there's going to be restrictions, right? If you want to fly, you'll have to get the vaccine. If like, you know, that's the thing, or buy your own jet. I mean, that's the other option. So there's going to be
at
Buy your own
airports.
cruise ship.
yeah, exactly. Airports, seaports, like, you know, employers are going to make it mandatory. Like, you know, they can only work if you have this done, you know. So, I mean, everyone's going to get it. I mean, people who are not going to, I mean, I don't know. You know, we'll see what happens, but I think it's going to be normal for everybody.
Agenda 2030.
Yes. How come you don't?
No, I agree with Berner. Berner is saying something in the chat, and I agree with him. He said Miami will sell fake vaccine cards.
Oh, no, that's another thing. Because in developing countries, that's going to happen a lot. You know, like people would try to make money off of it. You know, because there are these small places, like, you know, where you don't have much of social media, you don't have internet influence. All you know is this crazy diseases around is killing everybody. And those people, like I was watching an interview back home from Pakistan, this small village, they're waiting for something like this to come in. You know, but at the same time, their whole issue was that someone can create this in their backyard and sell it. Right? So that's another risk there. So, like, you know,
You know how I don't know in Canada, but at least based on my experience here in Miami, I have seen a lot of people using the handicap stickers, and man, they're perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So I know that here in
Yeah.
Miami, if you have a friend which is a doctor, you can get a handicap sticker.
Erwin, you need a handicap sticker, bro?
Well, yeah, my brother.
Opalaka flea market, baby.
All right, there you go.
Hey, I just jumped on, but did you guys cut the cell before earlier?
yeah, we called out the cells.
Okay,
Caught,
great.
caught the sales, the Brexit move, everything. You missed out, man.
Excellent.
Yeah. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, what I'm looking to
Brexit
see.
news,
Yeah, what I'm looking to see is that if we do break above here, for price to continue on to retest the highs it created at 139.350. Yeah, I think it's going to be wonderful if it does.
Yeah, if you respect 139, should be good.
I think you guys forget how much time and money goes into producing. Yeah, it takes a lot of time because, see, I want to say certain things very carefully. Because, like, you know, AIDS has been around for a very long time. There's been no remedy or antidote for that. Cancer has been around for a very long time. There's been no antidote for that. The flu has been around for a very long time. There has been no antidote for that, like a permanent antidote. And after 6 months, we have an antidote for a virus that is so deadly that you have to get yourself checked just to know you have it. Man, that's some crazy stuff there. So anyway, 5 minutes breaking the high over here. It's almost about to break above 139, 115 to continue up. And if it does, I think we're going to go back up towards, 130. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're breaking the highs over there.
But look at Magic Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Money just it's disgusting sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Magic Johnson, bro. He's had AIDS for how many years already?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's coming up. 139, 250.
Oh, I'm liking this music.
Kerwin, did you enjoy the race last weekend?
Yeah, man, it was really good.
That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
Too bad for Max, though.
Ooh, Gio is also rejecting now. There goes GJ once again.
Nice.
Bye-bye, GJ.
Perfecto.
Once again. See, now there's so much volatility over here, so much volume. You're forced to look at the smaller time frames. And I mean, even if you're not in this trade, you just have to appreciate how the price action moves. Just appreciate the price action. It's so beautiful. You don't always have to be in the trade. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, man, wow, just as I expected, nice 7-8 pip move. I mean, if we continue on, it's like a 10-15 pip move. And I'm just like, wow, crazy, amazing. So watching this, I'm getting excited about January when I'm going to start trading again. Because this is...
Bro, you getting the itch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Itch.
It's gonna be an amazing year. I feel it. I feel it coming, man.
I feel
Yes,
it
sir.
coming.
GU moving up, your JPY coming back in the range. Yeah, this is crazy. So nice. Everything moves so beautiful.
Yeah.
Raja's going through trading withdrawal. No, not really. I'd go through live stream withdrawals if I don't do live streams. Trading withdrawal is whatever, Let's see here. So this is going to be January 11th is going to be the return. How would you manage minute chart? We don't manage minute chart. Oh wow, gold has broken 1870.
Yeah,
We are.
goes the heavy metal.
Yeah, we're off now.
Damn, I can't believe I missed that entry.
No way.
Yeah, bro. 1861 was my entry, and I was looking at the Brexit thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
There goes my life.
Inspiring that you follow your rules so strictly. Yeah, you have to follow rules. In trading, you don't follow rules, you don't go step by step, you're gonna fall. Because if you look at it this way, price action on 30-minute, 1 hour is the easiest, it's the best. The only thing is you have to wait. 15-minute gets a little complicated. 5 minutes gets a little tricky as well because you really have to pick and choose on the 5 minute. The thing about smaller time frames is that you're going to get opportunities. You're going to get a lot of opportunities, and then you have to identify which opportunity is going to be the best one for you to take. But if you take the wrong opportunity on the small time frames, you're going to lose the trade, right? Same thing goes for the 1 minute. 1 minute works as well with market structure, but it's even more complicated than the 5 minute and the 15 minute because there's a lot of minor structure in the 1 minute. And that's the reason we don't look at 1 minute here because, man, people ask questions about where to download magic keys. So just imagine the amount of questions we're going to get on the 1 minute. So the point of these streams is to show you a very simplistic approach to trading. High highs, higher lows, volume times, momentum. That's about it. This 15-minute candle is coming to a close. 4-hour candle is also coming to a close. That's why you're seeing this rejection on the 5-minute because this is the 15-minute candle, maybe closing with the wick on the top. I feel
good thing with GJ, if we manage to get a close of 139 100, the next opening for the 1 hour candle is just gonna be a straight push toward the wick fill on the hourly candle. Should not come back to retest that low that will have created support. That's the only thing that I really like taking GJ buys at this point.
Man, if you guys
go ahead, Reg.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, if you want to spoil yourself, go get these chocolates.
Oh yeah, that's really good brand. Yeah.
What are those? Ferreros?
No, Lindt.
Lindt?
I had the whole box last night. It's like a quarter left now.
They're addicting.
Oh, so good. All right, looks like these candles are coming down to a close right now. How would you manage your trade on the 5-minute over here? Let's take a look here. Yeah, so on the 5-minute, the same idea, right? Like stops are below the 5-minute lows for price to respect these lows and to continue bullish. So now as this 15-minute candle is coming down to a close, you're expecting it to close bullish and expecting the next one to continue up. But the only problem is that there's this minor resistance on the 15-minute. So what you're doing is you're anticipating the next candle to break above this area, or you're waiting for price to break above this high for it to continue up. So if you're already in the trade, you're anticipating volume to break above. But if you're not in the trade, and if you have taken zero trades, then you're waiting for price to break above this 139, 208 for price to continue up.
Look at gold. They rejected 1870 back to the range. It goes.
All right. What's going on over here? Why do you not trade in December? Personal choice. Got some things happening here. Setting some things up for next year. So, don't have enough mental capability or time to focus on trades. Everyone waiting for gold support to be formed. Wow, look at that rejection. I don't know about support, but man, this thing just rejected pretty hard. Looks like 30-minute candle is also trying to close back in this range over here. See, this is where things get really, really hard. When you're down 2 trades and you're looking for a third trade.
Just step away from your computer, close it, go to the gym.
You know, the worst thing is when you start running out of time.
Uh-huh.
You know, when you gotta do something with somebody, or when your wife is calling you to have breakfast or food, and you still want to take a 4th trade, and then you rush into a trade, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll take this trade and I'll go.
That used to happen to me a lot when I was open with my company.
Oh.
I had to go rush to like Restaurant Depot and I was on the charge. And back then we used to stream until like what, 10 a.m. Or like 9:30, I think.
Then what happened?
Nothing. I would just missed the Restaurant Depot run.
He was asking for signals.
Look at gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Wow, back in the range.
Crazy moves on gold. I stay away from gold.
Gold's going down. Look at that 4-hour rejection.
Are you taking any entries?
Ryan.
I will be. Not yet, though.
Let us know when you take an entry with a stop loss and take profit.
I'll give you a full breakdown.
Yeah, man.
Man, gold is going down.
It's easy
Everybody
to say
jumps
that.
on sale. I mean, you're putting Najib in here.
Yeah, GJ's back in the range here now too. What's this? What about a long on GJ for when that Brexit deal is announced? Well, no one knew where it's going to go, right? No one knew about that news coming out. No one knew about that. All right, everyone. So I'm going to head off over here. If you've been on the charts for more than 3 hours, 3.5 hours, call it a day. That's it. Call it a day. If you're taking more than 3 trades, call it a day. There's no use looking at the charts, trying to take trades. No use at all. And we shall see you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raja.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much,
Take care, man.
guys.
Hey guys, have a good Enjoy the chocolates, bro. Hopefully there's a second win.
No, I stopped. I gotta go to the gym today.
Raja.
All right. Thank you.
Well, God bless, mashallah.
Mashallah.
Ciao. From Brazil.
Adios.
Adios.
All right, man.
Yes.
All right, Kerbin. Thank you, Kerbin.
Nah, man, my pleasure.
Thank you,
Take care.
Kevin.
Thank you, Mac.
Thank you, Corbin.
All right. Now